Hello everyone. Here is some pretty informative details that I really think you should be paying attention to and be aware of in this present moment. Under Donald Trump's ceding of control to Elon Musk, 260,000 well-equipped, qualified, and dependable federal workers have either been forcefully fired, given buyouts to incentivize them into losing their jobs, or have outright taken early retirement. Now, Musk's corrupt department has pledged and promised that Dodge would cut up to $2 trillion in federal spending. But later he realized that that was absolutely infeasible, so he upended that promise and said, well, we'll just cut it by $1 trillion. And that would be a good thing, right? I mean, make no mistake, can we all unanimously agree? But do you think that he even close kept his word on that proposal either? And the answer to that is not even remotely. According to Dodge itself, it has only cut about $160 billion. And this is what they've claimed, so take it with a grain of salt, because we already know that this administration lies incessantly. But wait, independent analysts have suggested that the actual cost to taxpayers may be as high as $135 billion due to factors such as severance packages, lost productivity, and economic ripple effects. So not only are people losing their jobs senselessly that are essential to our citizens and our everyday lifestyle, but it is costing us more in doing so. This includes budget cuts and layoffs to the Department of Education, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Environmental Protection Agency, the Federal Aviation Administration, the Department of Defense, the Department of Interior, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and National Weather Service, the Social Security Administration, General Service Administration, U.S. Agency for International Development, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, just to name a small fragment, just to name a small handful. And to calculate the total amount of additional federal spending taxpayers have been subjected to in the fiscal year of 2025, Trump's fiscal year alone, Americans are footing the bill of an increase of $513 billion in additional federal spending. Now, if Dodge is saving us so much mismanaged money, then why are we spending more? Significantly more. And where is that money being diverted to? Well, we are now paying 65% more strictly on border security. All of those decimating of agencies to fund a single department. We are also paying for Trump and the MAGA Republicans' renewed tax cuts for the rich, not you, by extending Donald Trump's infamous 2017 tax cuts, which is essentially a tax handout to the richest 1%, which alone is estimated to cost $5 trillion over the next decade, which will reduce federal revenue, I think that's a given, and substantially add to our deficit, which is why we are now also paying 13% more on national debt interest for all the money, we are borrowing under Donald Trump, while we are already, and I cannot stress this enough, $36 trillion in debt as a country. Not very fiscally responsible there, is it? And also, there's the personal, unnecessary expenditures on top of that, like the $30 million that taxpayers have spent to fund Donald Trump's golf trips, or the $100 million we are expected to pay for Donald Trump's personalized upcoming parade that's being held on his birthday. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just what we know of exclusively as of now. Again, we are spending a tallied $513 billion more under Trump's first year in office just so far compared to Biden's spending in his fiscal year last year. America could have had Kamala Harris and none of this would have happened. We wouldn't be in unavailing trade wars. We wouldn't be paying more for personal vacations. We wouldn't be faced with cuts to our Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid. We wouldn't be getting our money literally stolen from us to give more money to the rich. And we wouldn't be adding trillions more to our deficit if she was in charge right now. Keep that in mind and lock that in your head for the next 4 years, because that's not up for debate.